of kings and queens.
Queens. 그다음에 자기 이제는 아들 다 기누지.
그러니까 일부 왕들의 초상화 이렇게 있는 것 같더라고요 거기다가.
King's picture?
Yeah.
You know 초상화 is like
예전에 왕들 이렇게 그림으로 그린 거.
paintings of
The royalty.
royalties.
Yeah, like princes and princesses. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
And other royalty.
Royalty. Yeah, 왕족. 가족.
Their royalty. The king, the queen, the children, the brothers, the sisters. It's all royalty. Yeah, royalty. 왕 가족. Yeah. Yeah.
See. These are kings and queens and their royalty.
And other royalty. Yeah, great. Okay. And what activity can you do?
그러면은 우리 막 한복
한복 같은 빌릴 수 있지 않아?
한복.
빌릴 수 있지.
입고 이렇게 돌아다니고 뭐라고 해야 돼?
So
We can borrow land.
you can borrow. What is it you borrow?
한복.
한복. 한복, which is traditional
Yes.
Korean clothing. And what do you do?
Did you?
그래서 뭐 하냐?
한복 입고 산책?
이제
워킹?
Then you walk around the city.
그리고 픽처?
The city
take picture.
and take pictures.
Lots of cafes.
That's right. Great.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Of course.
What is the difference between clothing and clothes?
Clothes and clothing? Oh, it's the same.
Same thing. Clothes and clothing.
Clothing. Yeah. Traditional Korean clothes. Traditional Korean clothing. But 같은 말. But usually we say I'm going shopping for clothes. In my closet there are clothes. We usually use this word when it's like using it, your shirt, your pants. But when we talk about like a category, like Korean clothing, French, or clothing from France, or Italian clothing, we tend to use clothing more, but actually it's the same.
두 개 다 이제 clothing, clothes, 옷 하는데 보통 clothing은 이제 clothes 같은 경우는 우리 그냥 옷 보통 얘기할 때 clothes고 clothing 같은 것은 뭐 이제 카테고리 구별할 때 clothing. 프랑스 옷 무슨 그런 거 할 때 clothing 쓴다고 하는데 거의 비슷한데 이제 우리가 이제 옷장에 옷이 있다. clothes 일단 clothes 쓰고.
But basically the same.
Same thing. 이게 나도 헷갈려.
Yeah, basically the same.
Okay, I see.
Cool. All right. And so now it is your turn. You can interview your wife on her hometown and find out about it.
Okay.
Okay. A little role play. So you can start off with the question, where is your hometown? And she
the
can
whole
answer,
thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's your hometown?
My hometown is Sanju.
What is special about your hometown?
Hanok Village.
So there are
There
many.
are many Hanok villages.
What is Hanok?
It is a Joseon
Dynasty.
village.
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 예, 앞에 있어.
Village.
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 What can I see if I go there?
There are coffee shop. Catholic.
Cathedrals.
Cottages.
이게 발음이 좀 어려워. cathedral.
Cathedrals.
맞아 그거.
Cathedrals. And 경기장.
경기장.
Those are paintings of kings and queens and other royalty.
What activity can you do?
You can borrow, 한어,
traditional
Korean clothing.
전통복이지. 다시.
Then you walk around the city and take pictures.
There you go. Yay!
Okay.
Sounds lovely.
Ah,
Yeah. Is Jeonju far? How long does it take if you drive?
4 hours.
4 hours driving.
Driving.
And do you recommend it or don't recommend visiting?
전주 가는 거 추천하냐? 아니 전주 가는 추천하지 않느냐?
Recommend?
Yeah, good. So how far is it? You could say it is 4 hours away. And then, would you recommend it? Yes, I recommend visiting Jeonju. Like that.
Okay.
Great. Go ahead with the question.
How far is it?
It is 4 hours away.
Would you recommend it?
recommend it?
That's 맞아. Would you recommend it?
Yes, I recommend
Visiting.
visiting Jeonju.
Yay! Very good. Okay, now we have similar questions. You can ask the question, Hanmin can answer. Okay, you ready?
Where is your hometown?
My hometown is Seoul.
What is special about your hometown?
There is many traditional buildings. 경복궁, 경희궁, and so on. And many cafes, many traffics. Okay. 여기서 그러면은
What is 한옥 말고 다른 걸로?
다른 걸로
What
하면
is 경복궁?
경복궁 is a building built in Joseon Dynasty where many kings and queens lived. Their house, like apartment today.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
What can I see if I go there?
You can see many rooms and many party place where they had fun at Joseon Dynasty. You can see lakes. You can see coffee shop and like this. Okay. Good. 됐고. Okay.
What activity
What activity
can you do?
we can borrow hanbok and can walk around 경복궁. Yes.
Nice, that sounds fun.
How
그렇지?
far is it?
It takes about 6 hours
6 hours.
to go there. It is 6 hours away.
Would you recommend it?
Yes, I strongly recommend visiting. So, okay.
Nice. Would you recommend it? Yes, I would. Great. All right. Very good. So I got a note for most of them. What did you say is in what is special about Seoul?
Like traffic jams.
That's special. Usually, so usually special are positive things,
positive things.
but that's kind of funny.
But maybe you can see 경복궁.
Yeah. Okay. Traditional buildings.
Traditional buildings.
Yeah.
You can see 경복궁 and many new buildings. Many new expensive buildings.
New expensive buildings. Okay. Expensive buildings. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, there is lots of traffic.
Traffic.
Yeah, very much so. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So I'll send you that, and you can practice that with your role play.
Okay.
Yeah, I can ask questions and answer.
Thank
it's
you.
really fun.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so your turn. You can ask me some questions about Toronto.
Toronto.
Where is your hometown?
My hometown is Toronto.
What is special about your hometown?
My hometown is very multicultural.
다문화. Multicultural.
멀티.
그러니까 컬처는 문화인데 멀티가 다문화.
So you can meet people from different places in the world, and you can eat food from many places in the world. Yeah. Italian food, Greek food, French food, Chinese food, different kinds of African food, different kinds of Middle Eastern food, Korean food, Central Asian food, Central America. Every kind of food is there. So it's pretty cool.
캐나다도 미국처럼 다문화요?
다문화 심하지. 되게 캐나다도 정말 잘지. So, what is
Sure, yeah.
What is the ratio of Asian in Toronto?
Well, good question.
you
I
don't
have to
know?
pull up Statistics Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what the ratio is, but it'd be fun. It's a good research question. So, there's a thing called Statistics Canada. That's the main website. And then Asian demographic. Toronto. Now this probably will give us some information. All right, demographics of Toronto. I don't know how accurate Wikipedia is, but
Okay.
let's take a look. So Toronto's one of the most multicultural, multiracial cities in the world. 51% of residents belong to visible minority groups. And let's take a look at this.
Like that. I was just curious about like
Asian,
identity, Chinese, Japanese, Korean.
right? Yeah. So I mean, we can look at ethno-related languages, mother tongue.
It's okay then.
It's a little bit complicated, right?
Wow, it's
But
complicated. Okay.
yeah,
I can see. Okay. Let me see.
about half of people in Toronto are from somewhere else.
That's right. 거의 이제 다문화를 아주 여기 저기 있네. 아시아, 일본인, 이탈리아, 베트남, 중국 사람들. Black Canadian. You also got Black Canadian? 이렇게 다문화. 중국에서 사는 이렇게.
So that's something I really like about Toronto.
really? Toronto.
What can I see if I go there?
You can see many things. One thing you can see is the CN Tower. It is one of the tallest buildings in the world. I don't know exactly how tall, but maybe or 700 meters, 800 meters tall, and you can go on an elevator to the top, and you can walk on glass, and you can see all of the city. Yeah.
이 CM is Canada National Tower.
Canada National. I think that's the acronym. I should know that, but I forget. Let me check.
많은 게
CN.
CN 타워라고 해서 우리 남산 타워처럼
그래서
Yeah,
엘리베이터
right.
타고
쫙
올라가서
올라가지고
이렇게 바다.
바다 보고 밑에가 유리래가지고 거기 걸어 다니고 이제 그거 그게 제일 많이 그게 아무래도 제일 트레이드 마크?
Yeah, that's right. It's a trademark of the city.
that's right.
Yeah.
그거지.
그 캐나다에 그 나이아가라?
Yes.
아,
Niagara Falls. Have you been?
I've been like 8 times.
8
6
times.
times.
Wow.
Niagara
Yeah.
River is really famous.
That's right. So, on the Canadian side, I have been, and the waterfall is so big, and very exciting to go and visit. Did you go to?
No. 나이아가라, no.
Not yet. Sometime come visit. You like it?
Niagara.
Yeah, very fun. So Niagara Falls is another big attraction.
That's right. That's right. Niagara.
그다음에 what activity can you do?
Yeah, good. Yeah, you can also visit Niagara Falls. What activities? Lots of activities. One thing that is very fun is to go downtown, and there is, in the winter, a skating rink that is open right beside the lake, and you can skate around, drink some hot chocolate, eat some yummy food, and you can visit the St. Lawrence Market. Did you hear about St. Lawrence Market?
No.
No.
So it is a famous market in Toronto. Just a second though. Yeah.
Saint Lawrence 가게라고 해야 되나? 마켓. 마트. 크고 speed right.
That's right. So this this building was originally built in 1845. It was very old. And it was converted into a market. And so, let me take a look here. So it is old, like this.
Oh.
And you can, I don't know, pictures, see about,
They say, 이쁘네.
yeah,
jeez.
like this. But maybe I'll just use Google Images for some pictures. Yeah, like this.
Oh.
So on the inside, it's beautiful,
Jeez.
and you have really yummy food,
Wow.
and it's colorful. And many businesses are very old, like 1955 they started.
1950구나.
Yeah, like this. So
it's
old
very-
factory kind of style.
거의 뭐 옛날에 그 공장 스타일.
그러니까 안에 다 있나 보다.
다 있나
음,
So
뭐
everything is inside, right?
Yeah, everything's inside.
You can buy it, you can eat it.
Yeah, and many people can walk around, and almost like shopping tourism, like grocery shopping tourism and market. So this is really cool.
가보고 싶어.
You stay in Toronto, not in Korea.
But I
Oh.
like, yeah. So
Oh.
my family's in Korea. So.
여기는 안 가보네. I haven't been here, so 와, 진짜 너무 좋아. 이런 데 있네.
건물이
Yeah.
예쁘다.
진짜 이쁘네. I like the building.
Yeah, it's very good. It's historic.
Oh.
So, pretty
근데 그 궁금해. 캐나다는 이렇게 예쁜 건물이 많잖아. 근데 우리나라는 건물이 이렇게 뭐라 그래야 되지? 그냥 다 똑같잖아. 성냥갑처럼 좀 안 예쁘잖아. 어때? 캐나다
뭐 질문해 볼래?
네?
So,
뭔가
let's try to make it together. Here, let's make a question together. So here we are.
So
we have two different places, right? In Canada, in Korea.
In Canada, in Korea.
So what is our question?
So the question is, she is curious about Canada. Have like really good looking, like it's really traditional, you know, architecture like that.
Right.
And in Korea, there's many architected like apartment or everything, but you know, in your shoes, you know, in Canadian point of view, if you see this kind of building, like building 학원, blah 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 like that.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Yeah, that's like, because this is all like
Historic, right?
historical, and it's really, it's not like not like block thing, but
Yeah.
all those buildings in Korea is really like block, like the you know,
Right.
match case.
That's right. Yeah. Efficient, functional. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Toronto has some historical buildings, and Korea has some historical buildings, some hanok and palaces. These are kind of our hanok of
Oh yes.
Canada. Oh.
Canada.
It's like kind of like this. But a lot of places, so we have these old traditional buildings that were built a long time ago, and then we have the new buildings around them. And yeah, so this is our kind of our market, and then you can see big buildings beside. But then if we look like Toronto suburbs, you'll see many just usual buildings.
Yeah. So, wow, still.
Toronto suburbs.
Do they have lots of apartment like us here in Korea?
Yeah, we have lots of, but it's more condos than apartments. Yeah. So you can see like many residence
예쁘다.
building. Oh,
예쁘지.
you like that? Oh,
이런 집 예쁘다.
yeah.
Does Emily's wish to live in like basement, first floor, second floor?
Oh yeah.
Not like.
Not an apartment. Emily or Jay? You mean?
No, she
Well,
also bought mostly
Emily
Emily.
wants to
Yeah,
live in, like, a
she
duplex
said every
house.
time, you know, like
Ah.
third story apartment. house.
Really? Like something like this,
Oh.
right?
이렇게 있잖아. 이렇게 돼 있잖아. 이렇게 돼 있고.
Like this. Okay. Yeah.
그러니까
So,
지하 1층.
그래서 이렇게 건물을 하나 다 쓰는 거지.
다 쓴 거지 그냥.
yeah. Well, in Toronto and Canada, we have to have a basement because the ground, the ground will freeze. If you don't have a basement, your house will
Oh really?
be damaged. So every house has to have a basement.
Oh really? That's the reason?
That's the main. At least that's what I heard.
Ah.
So if you don't, but like if you go very far south, like into Florida or the Carolinas down there, you don't have to have a basement. So most people just build up, but in Canada we have to build down.
So the reason the basement is
Foundation,
because of the
so that it doesn't
cold
freeze.
Oh,
Yeah,
freeze.
yeah, that's right.
house freeze.
Because if you don't, the pillars will freeze. It'll shift, and your house could fall over. But because so to avoid that, we build a deep foundation, then you build the basement.
that's
Like
right.
that. Yeah.
여기는 날씨가 추워가지고 지하를 안 만들면은 이게 막 뒤틀린다는 거지. 그래서 넘어지고 그럴 수도 있다. 그래서 이게 다 지하 1층에 달려 있더라고. 그래서 지하 1층을 딱 만들고 지탱 하려고.
많이 추워.
마이너스 50도.
Yeah. Could be very cold, yeah, depending where you go. So you're asking about the Toronto apartments. So there are many condos, apartments. Like this is the city, like that.
서울 같아.
It looks like so apartment.
Yeah, exactly right. Very much like Seoul. Downtown, overview photography. Some very big, some small. Like this.
Big cities are same. So
Yeah, right, exactly. So this is downtown area. Yeah. And then you get further out, they get smaller. And then very far, it's lots of trees, and everywhere there's always parks.
스카이라인이구나.
So,
이쁘다, 그렇지. 이쁘지.
so then,
What's better, so?
oh,
So it's
so
nice.
cool,
So
very
cool.
nice.
교육의 도시야.
Is Canada the city of education?
Oh, how do you mean?
Like
People like to study there?
or people like to give good education to their kids, or they want to study there, those kind of thing.
Yeah.
Educational.
Yeah, it's a pretty driven city, especially immigrants. Especially in my experience, generally, Asian immigrants or just Asian families, very serious about education. People who have been living in Canada for many generations, not as much, not as serious, a little less 교육열, a little less, but family to family is different. I went to a private school in middle school, and the Japanese, Korean, and Chinese families, some Middle Eastern families. There was one family from Egypt. Anyways, very serious.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But my family was just, go do your best and learn and good education. But they were very serious. They wanted very high grades. They wanted to become high professionals. So it kind of depends.
그러니까 대충 무슨 말인지 알겠지. 그러니까 거기서 이제 원래 이제 오리지널 캐나디언은 그냥 그렇게 막 그런 건 없는데, 그러니까 외부에서 오잖아. 뭐 이렇게 아시아, 뭐 일본에, 코리안 보면 걔들은 막 교육을 시켜주고 막 시키는 거지.
Yeah, very, very important.
그러니까 거기는 그렇게 막 시켜가지고 아시아계 좀 많이 중도해야 돼, 아시아계 좀.
Like they want to get like 90, 95, 100%. Like Korea.
I like Korea.
Yeah, like Korea.
Oh, same thing as like Middle East and everything.
Yeah,
It's like Canadian, right?
Right. Well, and so after people have been here for a few generations, like Canada is a pretty laid-back country. People generally, they enjoy recreation, playing, sports is important, taking a rest is important. So after people are here for a few generations, they kind of feel that like, it's important, but also this is important too.
여기 오리지널 캐네디언 같은 경우는 이제 즐기는 거, 인생을 즐기는 거지. 좀 릴렉스하고 좀 쉬고 스포츠도 하고 인생을 좀 레저도 좀 하고 이제 그런.
우리나라처럼 공부 안 하나?
우리나라처럼 공부를 막 그러지 않지. 그래, 그래. 우리나라, 그러니까 아시아 애들 가면 이제 확 쪄는 건데 원래 거기 살던 사람들은 이제 널널하게.
좋다.
Yeah, it's good, right?
좋다.
Yeah, it's a good country. Yeah, I like it. Come visit. Come live in Canada.
Yeah.
So, I think you guys would enjoy it very much.
Well, I really had good memories when I was in Ottawa.
Did you?
Yeah. Just calm, just like relax, like that.
Yeah.
No forcing. But I got some tutor from like Korean because I have to come back
did
to
you?
Korea.
Oh yeah.
Mathematics tutor, Korean tutor, some English teacher from Ukraine.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
At that time, it's like a long time ago.
That's something.
There's Korean parents.
Yeah, push.
혹시 나중에 딸 있잖아. 혹시 한국에서 살면 교육이 빡빡하잖아. 괜찮을 건지.
She's worrying about your Esther, your daughter.
I mean, for me, what will we do?
Like, I mean, later on, like Korean education is kind of like pushy, and
괜찮아? 아빠?
is it okay for you?
I don't know.
As a father?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it depends on her.
On her.
Yeah, if she likes it and she feels okay, that's where we feel God calling us to be. Then okay, let's try. But if it's not a good situation or we feel led somewhere else, then. But anyways, we plan to live in Ilgwang, so this is our hometown for now. So yeah.
자식한테 이제 달려 있는 거지. 좋으면 하고 싫으면 뭐 다른 그렇게.
왜냐면 우리나라 사람들이 빡빡한 교육이 싫어서 막 기회가 되면 나가려고 하잖아. 캐나다라든지 이렇게.
Our situation is pretty tight. Trying to go outside.
Want to go outside? Yeah, go
Yes,
for
yeah.
it. It's fun.
다 엄마들이 좀 그런 마음이잖아.
Chance of a lifetime.
Mothers, in Korea, they're like, we can see because that's Korea, and Treasures.
맞아.
아무튼 뭐
Fun.
토론토 is a good place.
아주 토론토 굿.
Yeah, come to Toronto.
I like the buildings, you know.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful city. Vancouver is also a very beautiful city.
Oh, Vancouver.
Vancouver is very nice as well.
Almost same Toronto, Vancouver.
Yeah, it's more like Toronto actually very similar to Busan. About 5 million people. Busan, bigger area Busan. About 5 million Toronto. Here there is the waterfront. Busan, it's a coast. It's kind of similar. There is some big building areas, and then there is some more suburb areas, Dangsan, Gijang, like that. It's very similar, But for Canada, Toronto is our Seoul, and Vancouver is our Busan. Biggest city, second biggest city.
밴쿠버, 부산 정도고 토론토는 서울
Yeah, but Seoul is so big. It's like New York or LA. It's much bigger. Toronto is very small compared to that.
토론토는 서울에서 너무 작은 거고 서울은 크고.
Yeah.
토론토 5 million Toronto.
Oh, greater area of Toronto, including the surrounding areas.
5 million?
Something like that.
500만 정도.
Approximately. I mean, I can double check. Toronto, GTA. Oops. GTA population 2022. It is. What is it? Macro trends. 6,313,000.
600만.
So probably wider Toronto area. So it's a big city, but not Seoul big. Seoul is really big.
Sorry.
Yeah. What do you like? Do you like Seoul? You like Busan?
She doesn't like Seoul.
서울 no.
No.
I like Seoul.
You like Seoul? You're a Seoul man.
I like 부산.
Busan. Yeah. Relax.
Busan is a good place.
Yeah. Go for a hike. Go for a swim.
Yeah. Ocean, water, everywhere.
Yep. Very beautiful. So, one grammar that we can take out of this lesson, Hana 문법은. Okay, there is, there are. So there. Oops. Let's start that again. There is, there are. So, there is a big tower. There is Niagara Falls. This means one. So there is a big tower, there is Niagara Falls, one Niagara Falls. But there are is 2 or 3 or more. Yeah, exactly. So there are many foreign, I guess we don't really say foreign though, international is what we say. International restaurants. Okay, so your turn. For Seoul and for Jeonju. Tell me one. There is in Seoul. There is in Jeonju. There is. But what is in Jeonju? Like there is a famous cafe. There is a historic site. There is something.
전주 뭐가 있지? 아주 뭐 특이한 거라든가 아주 유명한 거라든가.
먹는 거 해도 돼? 비빔밥?
Anything. There is
비빔밥.
Okay. There are Hanok.
한옥 빌리지?
Villages. That's right. Excuse me. Villages. Perfect. How about for Seoul?
남산 타워.
There is
남산 타워.
Namsan Tower. And there are
빌딩?
Many buildings.
many buildings. That's right. That's very true. There you go. Good. Buildings. So just remember, it's plural.